In this video, I am working on my rock garden. A lot of things have started blooming in here, but I'm adding even more with some new annuals. I'm going to be adding Vinca, eucalyptus, salvia, Coleus, Verbena. It's going to be a ton of fun. I'm starting with the eucalyptus, which I had growing next to my Vinca last year, and the colors looked really nice together. And I think that this eucalyptus could look really nice kind of draping over this big rock. The eucalyptus last year got quite large and it's not completely upright. It's just kind of crazy. So I'm hoping that it will look good behind this rock when you're looking at the front of the house. Well, this is the project that I tried to start yesterday. I planted this one and I realized I needed compost. I didn't have time to get compost and do the project. I only had about an hour, so I put it off until today. Went and got my compost. Yesterday was Saturday, and Saturday in May is not a good time to go to a nursery. It was completely insane. And I live really close to one, so I'm used to just like running by there on a Tuesday at 9 a.m. and getting my bag of compost. I was like, okay, do not go out on Saturdays. Stick to your weekdays. So the rock garden has really come alive in the last few days. I think it was maybe just 2 weeks ago. I think the video came out only 1 week ago. I started my cottage garden tour with this rock garden, and there really wasn't much to speak of at that time. Since then, the Siberian iris have come into bloom right here. These were given to me by my neighbor when I first moved in. She's actually given me a lot of really lovely things over the years. These are the Vinca that I grow from seed every year. I collect the seeds and they work really well for me. Last year I got a purple one and I noticed this one's more purple than the others. I'm gonna put that one somewhere else. I'm gonna try to put all of one color here. But that's the thing about experimenting with other colors, is then they're gonna cross-pollinate and you're gonna get kind of a mixture of colors. I had these in my mailbox garden last year, and I decided that they would look good here. They did really well with all the sun, and this spot gets a lot of sun. Oh, I wanted to put a salvia here. Everyone walks right past this. This is right at the corner of my driveway and front sidewalk. So I wanted something that looked good all the time, and these Vinca looked great all last year, so I decided I should put some here. So I am digging up the dirt that's there, adding in compost, and putting it back. This little shrub is a more colorful Weigela, if anyone's curious about that one. I think it's Monrovia. So these are all from the seed that I collected. You can see some of them come back the lighter color. Definitely gonna plant those in a separate place. If I was smart, I wouldn't plant them at all so that I could keep the dark pink with it breeding every year, but I have a hard time getting rid of plants. This doesn't look like much right now. It just looks plain green, but as it gets more and more sun, it's gonna be a chartreuse. So that's why I'm putting it here with the variegated and the chartreuse. I think that's gonna look good. And I believe this is from that rainbow Coleus mix. I don't think it was one that I kept from cuttings. That rainbow Coleus mix, I started it way too early, but I've just been cutting them back, and so they don't look fabulous right now, but my theory is their roots are gonna be more established, so they'll fill in pretty quickly. So this Coleus I'm gonna plant right here, and I think it'll fill in this area. I'm bringing in again the chartreuse, but also the dark from the purple Pallas heuchera. So that's kind of my vision, to bring both of those colors around this corner. You probably couldn't even see where I just put that. I'm gonna put some more of the Vinca right here. Some of these, if they're not blooming right now, I can't tell the color, so I'm only gonna be planting the ones that are blooming that I can tell. This is probably gonna be awful soil because I don't think I've ever planted anything here. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But that's why I'm mixing in the compost. The other area where I just was, I plant annuals there a lot, so I've amended that soil more. Yeah, so these three, I don't really know for sure what color they are, so I'm not going to plant those today. I'm certainly hoping that I have more of this color because I'd like to go around this front corner a little bit too. But I'm only seeing 2 more of this color right now, but I expect to have more when they're all blooming, and I know for sure. So I ended up planting 5 here, and then 3, and then 5. Whoops. So 13 of these, and then I planted 2 Coleus in this area, and the salvia. If you ever feel like I plant way too much stuff, you're not wrong. But I just kind of feel like I'm hedging my bets. Like, if this doesn't do well, the thing right next to it will. And I do like when it all kind of comes together and just is growing in this crazy massive color. It just kind of makes me happy, and I feel like it works for me. If you're wondering what this little shrub is, maybe you didn't realize it was a shrub. I think it's a wee white hydrangea. It was supposed to be like an Invincible Garnetta or something. No, what was it? Invincible Mini Mauvette is what it was supposed to be. I got it from a local nursery. It blooms white. So my theory is that it's a hydrangea wee white. It'll be a while before that is anything to write home about. So I feel fine about putting a bunch of annuals here this year. What I'd like to do is bring some Vinca around in here, but I probably need to do that. I am just about done for the day. I'm just gonna add one Verbena. I'm skeptical about whether this will do well here. I've not had luck with it in the past, but I like the color, so I decided to try it. And then one thing that I know will do well, which is my Coleus, which I've grown in this area for the last 2 years. Definitely wearing down for the day. This plant remains a mystery, so I have no idea how tall it will get, but the old stems, so this is from the demo house, we got it this spring before really anything was coming up. The old stems were only about 12 inches tall, so I don't expect it to get super tall, which is why I put it on the front border. This Coleus, on the other hand, can get quite large. This area has been, the last few years, the iris was here, the iris and the daisies were all growing together. And I dug a lot of both of them up. I barely left any daisies. These are daisies because they just were kind of taking over, but the iris were too, so I really cut them both back. So all that to say, this soil is not great because I have not been working this soil. I've not been adding stuff into it and planting annuals. These little Snapdragons look happy, 2 blooming, hopefully more soon. I did not do it on purpose, having like the white with the pink and the white with the purple, but I don't think it's too bad. On the right here, not quite blooming yet, are the foxglove beard tongue, which will bloom white. And then these larger irises were given to me by my aunt. So, well, they might clash a little bit with the Siberian iris, but I'm okay with that because I have a lot of purple, so I feel like it's totally fine. I didn't know what color they were when my aunt gave them to me. In fact, I think she only just gave me like one rhizome, and here we are now. Then I did go ahead and plant my annuals in this area. So I have the Vinca that I grow every year right here. I already had these heuchera, which I had to move from the back garden. And then I also stuck in, this is a misty salvia, and that's a eucalyptus. I was told it could take the cold. It looks a little sad, but we'll see how it does. Here's my more colorful Weigela. So this area just really looking so much different than last time we saw it. Waiting on those apple blossom Snapdragons. I'm not sure how they're going to look with the rest of this garden. some more Vinca over here and my gold mound spirea. I did stick a couple of Coleus kind of more in the middle because they do get pretty tall. And then on the front side, here's a Coleus. I've cut it back a lot, so that's why it doesn't look great now, but that will get really big and fill in. These daisies were here. This is the mystery plant. We don't know what it is yet. There's a verbena. And then the Snapdragons. More and more of them are starting to bloom. These are the cherry twist Snapdragons. I probably need to get those iris off of them. So that is the rock garden right now. I think it looks pretty good. And then we have this tree. This is a crabapple tree that I got from the Arbor Day Foundation. I'd say it's over 15, maybe around 15 feet or a little bit taller. Last year was really the first year that it looked like a tree. It was really looking like just a whip for the longest time, for like 5 years. I think this is year 6, so it's like, wow, that's actually a tree now. We did miss out on the blooms because of a really extreme freeze where we got down to 12 degrees. But hopefully next year will be the year and it will be stunning and hopefully worth the wait.